Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, October 26th, and definitely a cooler pattern as far as headlines go. We expect a nice day today. It'll be sunny, but it will be on the cool side. Highs only in the upper 40s to maybe the low 50s, and then more showers will move in for Friday night into Saturday, and continued on a scattered basis into Saturday. But again, the quantitative precipitation amounts are going to be quite light, only around a trace to maybe 5/100ths of an inch in the central areas away from the lake effect, and then maybe up to a quarter of an inch areas where you do get some enhancement off Lake Michigan. And during the day, we expect primarily rain showers, maybe a wet snowflake mixed in here or there. And at nighttime, though, we expect a mixture of rain and snow, and maybe even all snow for a period of time in some of the areas, especially for Friday night, early Saturday morning. And again, some of your higher elevation areas would not be shocked if we hear reports of a little bit of white covering the ground. And if we do, send some pictures my way if you would. And then the really cold air, we expect temperatures to go below normal, and we have a better chance of picking up some snow once we get into November. The first couple of weeks there, we expect several systems that will progressively take us colder and colder. And again, as we get towards rifle portion of the deer hunting season, would not be surprised if northern Michigan, the snow belt areas, has some really good tracking snow for that. This morning out there, you can see pretty chilly conditions, low 30s across the area. The cold spot in Nuevo down to 28 degrees, and again, that's as of 6:20. So don't be surprised over the next hour and a half before the sun rises. You see these temperatures drop maybe another degree, a couple degrees here, and you can see some frost advisories across the southern rural counties of Michigan. A couple stations still down. Hopefully, we'll get those up here in the coming days. As far as the lower peninsula, the UP temperatures mainly in the 20s and 30s across the entire state. The cold spot at Grayling at 23 degrees this morning. And as far as precipitation overnight, no precipitation across the entire area, maybe some drizzle or mist. Our normal highs for today is 56, the normal low is 36, and you can see we're running about 8 degrees above normal so far for the month of October. And again, yesterday we had a high of 43, a low of 38 with a couple hundredths of an inch of precipitation. If we look at the radar this morning, again, not a lot going across the MAC, LAC areas. Most of the activity up into northern portions of the Midwest, up into central and northern Minnesota, where there are actually winter storm warnings going on across portions of Minnesota. And again, some winter weather advisories that surround that area back into the Dakotas, where they expect several inches of snow. And if we look at an interesting feature yesterday, notice the radar, how it transitions from a normal kind of radar look to very pulse-like showers that popped up during heating of the day. Well, what little heating there was, you can see a kind of a cellular nature to these. And if we look at the weather map out there this morning, you can see our winter storm that's moving in across the Dakotas, bringing some heavy snow to the northern portions of Minnesota. And again, that system will stay to the north. It'll drag a cold front through the area. Out ahead of that cold front, that's what's going to bring us a rain for the day on Friday. You can see that'll be moving into the Great Lakes with at least a chance of rain showers. And then behind the front, we'll see a mixture of rain and snow as that just continues to dig out this big trough across the Great Lakes. We'll see little systems pinwheeling around that, and that's going to give us our showers that occasionally be mixed with snow, especially during the nighttime hours. And you can see by the weather map on Saturday morning, the low pressure system continues just to turn around through the area as this big trough continues to bring cold air into the area with a mixture of rain and snow, especially during the morning hours and at night. Rain showers during the day, so temperatures aren't going to go anyplace, mainly 40s once we get past Friday, right on through next week. As far as the overall precipitation here over the next 60 hours, you can see not a whole lot of precipitation across the center part of the state, a little bit more in the way of precipitation near the lake effect. As far as snow over the next 7 days, you can see there are indications that we could see enough to maybe whiten the ground. Much of this will be lake effect coming off Lake Michigan and coming off the Great Lakes in the traditional snowbelt areas of northwest lower Michigan. This, however, could be a significant storm for the UP here over the next week or so. Again, we'll keep an eye on any snow. But the bottom line is, if we look at the snow forecasted over the next 10 days, you can see we're laying the foundation for our cold air to be transported into the Great Lakes once we get into November. A lot of snowpack beginning to build up just to our north. And again, that usually bodes well for some really cold air and snow eventually in a couple of weeks that might come down into our area. As far as forecast goes, today be the warmest, nicest day of the upcoming week with temperatures only in the low 50s. Probably knock this down to about 48 to 53 today under a lot of sunshine. And then as we get into Friday, probably around 52, 53 degrees with a good chance of showers. And then we expect those showers to continue into the weekend. Again, not a whole lot of precipitation, much cooler for Friday or for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with highs mainly in the 40s with that chance of a little bit of snow mixed in it from time to time. As far as weather watch, it is a mess out there. A lot going on for this time of the year. The big thing is you got a lot of freeze warnings, frost advisories, and the biggest story is definitely going to be the winter storm warning up in northern Minnesota, winter weather advisories across much of the rest of the area, and high winds behind that system bringing in some very cold air. And you can see even a winter storm watch here for portions of northwest Wisconsin. So a pretty active weather pattern, definitely turning cooler here, and we'll continue to see cool weather for the next several weeks as it looks right now. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all. And this is kind of mean, sorry about that.